Hello, everybody. It is Indy Meets Disney. I am Cedric.
Hi, guys. I'm Katie.
And we are so glad you are here with us today. Before we get started, I'd just like to say thank you to all you current part of our family. We are at 67 as of recording right now, and that is fantastic for just being around for 2 months. But if you haven't joined yet and become part of our family, there's a little icon you'll see down in the bottom right-hand corner. Just click on that and you can hit subscribe. It takes 30 seconds. And that would be awesome. We'd love to have you part of our family. But today, what are we talking about, Katie?
So today, we want to kind of live like pre-COVID life here, have a little nostalgia, and think about the nighttime shows that we adore at the Disney parks. So I thought we would go ahead and take a peek at some of our favorites and do a little countdown. What kind of shows are we going to look at? Where are they from? Which parks?
So we're going to look at the nighttime shows at Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom. So they both have some fantastic closing shows. Mm-hmm. We're going to rank them from number 4 down to number 1. So currently both parks have 2 different closing shows. And just because the one show that we're going to talk about is in number 4 doesn't mean it's a horrible show. They're all fantastic shows. Disney goes out of their way to put on spectacular shows. But we just had to come up with a way to rank them, and the way they are is what they are, but they're all fantastic. We recommend that you see them all when they come back in, but just currently they're not going because of COVID.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so let's start the countdown. Number 4 takes us to Hollywood Studios.
So number 4 is going to be...
Dun, 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 dun.
Well done, honey. It's going to take us to the Star Wars Galactic Spectacular. So if you are a Star Wars fan, like this guy is, this show is right up your alley.
That's right. So this show is one of the newer ones at Disney. It started up in 2016, and the entire theme is around Star Wars, of course. It shows pretty much all of the movies up until the ones that were released up to 2016, and it contains lasers, contains fireworks, contains pyro, and then clips from all the different movies. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and I'm not a Star Wars fan, so I just kind of go for this guy, but it's pretty neato. So let's go ahead and input that footage right now. number 3, it comes to us from the Magic Kingdom, and it's the Once Upon a Time show. That's basically a projection show that takes place in the castle, and the gist of this show is that Chip from Beauty and the Beast, that little cute cup, he asks his mom to tell him some bedtime stories, and so she ends up telling him some beautiful Disney stories as he goes to bed that night.
Yeah. And we did some research and found some pretty interesting stuff on this. So this show actually started in Tokyo Disney. It ran there from 2014 to 2017. And it started here at the Magic Kingdom in 2016. And it does still currently show there. Obviously not during COVID, but hopefully it'll start back up here soon.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and insert that footage right here.
Off to the comic with you now, kid. It's past your bedtime.
But Mama, you haven't told me a story yet.
Well, I suppose we have time for a story or two.
Yay! Don't forget my favorite part.
I wouldn't dream of it, dear. Once upon a time. That's how the most wonderful stories begin. Stories that can take us anywhere. Why, with a bit of imagination, we can discover exciting new worlds filled with daring adventure, enchanting love, and even a little bit of magic.
Magic?
Oh, yes. Magic. Bippity boppity oh!
All right, number 2 keeps us at the Magic Kingdom, and this is going to be Happily Ever After.
Happily Ever After!
Dun!
You weren't expecting that, were you?
I was not. So, Happily Ever After is the most recent closing show at Magic Kingdom, and this show opened in 2017. And it includes projections, it includes lasers, it includes fireworks, it includes pyro. This show is pretty amazing.
So I'll be honest and say I kind of wanted this one to be number 1, my number 1, but we decided to compromise and make it number 2. But this one makes me like weepy-eyed, like happy, joyful Disney weepy because it's so beautiful. It's like, oh, after a long day at the Magic Kingdom, and then it's all dark and the castle's all lit up and then there's fireworks and you're like, oh, this is a magical place. So yeah, it's pretty much the most beautiful thing ever, but apparently number 1 is even more magical, so you just wait for that. Okay.
All right, we're gonna put that footage in right now.
Okay, guys, are you ready for number one? So drum roll, please. Number one comes to us back at Hollywood Studios, Fantasmic. So Fantasmic has been around several of the Disney parks, so Disneyland, Disney World at Hollywood Studios, and also Tokyo Disney. It originated at Disneyland almost 30 years ago. So we know that it's pretty popular if it's been around that long.
Yeah. Fantasmic is fantastic if you haven't seen it yet. There's a reason it's been around 30 years. Let me read you. I had to look this up and see. So the other ones have fireworks, they have projections, they have pyrotechnics, but Fantasmic, listen to this, has fireworks, characters, live actors, water effects, pyrotechnics, lasers, music, audio animatronics, searchlights, decorated boat floats, and mystic screen projections.
Ooh.
So they go all out with Fantasmic.
Sure.
This show is amazing. It's an outside show in an amphitheater. So people sit in this large amphitheater surrounding this water encompassed stage. And it is amazing. They actually have this gigantic, maleficent dragon that they bring to life, this animatronic, and it is an amazing show.
Yeah, kind of the basis of the story is that it takes us into Mickey Mouse's kind of his imagination, his dreams. So yeah, it's a really beautiful story. Kind of scary things, but it brings a lot of characters, a lot of live characters. So that definitely makes it very magical.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so that's why it's number one.
So let's go ahead and input that footage right here.
All right, guys, so that was our pick. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So number 4 was the Star Wars Galactic Spectacular. Number 3 was the
Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time. Number 2 was the
Happily Ever After.
Happily Ever After, and the number 1 was
Fantasmic.
So remember, just because we said 4, 3, 2, 1 doesn't mean there aren't all fantastic shows. We definitely recommend that you get out there and see them when they come back.
And also, these aren't the only nighttime shows at Disney parks. There also have been some at Animal Kingdom and at Epcot pre-COVID as well.
Right, and Epcot is in the process of putting together a brand new show, Harmonious. They've got all kinds of new things that they're putting out in the middle of the lagoon.
Yep.
New barge and new fireworks areas and all kinds of new great things they're working on for that show.
Yep.
So we're excited to see what that's going to be all about.
Absolutely. So, well, let's go ahead and close up here. We are so thankful that you watched us today and we're part of this. Leave us a comment of which one of those would be your number one. Would you have the same number one as us? And then also make sure, like Cedric mentioned before, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this, our channel, so you can be part of our YouTube family, like this video, and we are so thankful that you watched today. So until next time, we will
see you real soon. Bye, guys.